Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm doing an unboxing and first look of the Virtuos Torino low-top boxing shoes. So stay tuned. Hey guys, Carlo here, and today I'm excited to finally bring you guys an unboxing and first look of these Virtuos Torino low-top boxing shoes. These retail for $259. I got mine in the Toronto colorway, which is white and red, and in size 11. So let's go ahead and open up this box and get right to it, see what's inside, and see how these shoes look. Now, these are shoes that have been on my radar for a very long time. When you go to the Virtuos website, they actually show that the shoes are made of a top grain Italian leather. They're designed in Italy. As far as where they're manufactured, I guess we'll find that out here in a second once I get the shoes out of the box to see where they're actually made. And a lot of times, you know, you'll see it on their website, or the company will say, well, they're designed in Italy, or they were designed in the United States, or designed wherever they're designed, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it was actually manufactured there. So I'm kind of curious as to where they're manufactured. Now, not that's going to take away from hopefully from the quality of the actual shoes. I can get these out of the box. Go ahead and open that up. Slide this. There's a box inside the box, so let me go ahead and get this box out of this larger box right there. There you go. So I got the box out. That was really nice of them. They actually included a pair of Virtuos hand wraps. So it says Italy Boxing, and that's just an empty box. Hand wraps right there. Take a look at those later. And then the most important part of this is going to be the shoes. So as you can see, here are the actual boxing boots themselves. They're individually wrapped. And oh wow, yeah, this looks really nice. Feels solid. You know, the leather itself, just from my first impressions, looks beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and get this other one as well. Take this out. Move the box to the side so we can look at these shoes. Move the box over. Okay, so pair the shoes together. I decided to go with the Toronto colorway. They have all black. They have kind of this old school looking brown. They have a black and white. But I thought the white and red to me looked the sharpest. And I love the way this color looks with the all white and the red accent. You'll see that it actually has a tag on there that says Virtuos Italy, Combatti, Resisti, Vinci. If any of you guys know Italian, go ahead and chime in and let me know what that means. I can always look it up. But on this side it says Toronto, white and red, US size 11 in men's. So they got the sizing right, and it is a low top boxing shoe. They also have a high top version, I believe, of the Torinos, which essentially looks very similar to this, except the ankle support's a little bit higher up, and it comes with some paper in there to keep the shape of the shoe. Let me go ahead and pull that out. On the inside, got 2, 3, and I think that's it. So 3 pieces of paper. And let me unlace the shoe. So the laces are these red flat laces with plastic tips at the end. And I'm just gonna see where it's manufactured, if there's any indicator on the inside. I don't see anything on that shoe. Let me check this shoe as well, and no actual indicator there as well. So I'm not actually sure where these shoes are actually manufactured, if they're indeed made in Italy or if they're just made of Italian leather. I'm not sure. But with that being said, I'm just taking all this padding out, or all this paper out of here, and get these laces loose. Okay, so looking at the shoe, kind of rotating it around from the side right there. The leather on here has a very nice smooth texture to it. Definitely a higher end Italian leather that you can see here. It doesn't actually have really any smell to it. It doesn't have like a very harsh chemical smell or that leather smell. It virtually has no smell to it. You do have the V for Virtuos. That is an extra pair of leather that's stitched onto the side of the shoe. So you have this leather upper. Everything on this upper is leather. The only area that's not leather is going to be this mesh panel right here. The mesh panel that's on the toe box that goes all the way up, halfway up to the tongue. You also have the lace holder on the leather tongue part up top right there. So that's the only area where we have mesh, as well as on this side, the V again, the Italian colorway right here on the back. The heel cup on here feels pretty solid on the back of the heel. And you also have a rubber outsole that has kind of a, somewhat like a herringbone design. It does have a nice feel to it. It feels pretty grippy on my hand when I rub it against that. The V for Virtuos right there. And then you also have the European sizing, which is 44. Oh, there it is actually. It says made in Europe, so made in EU. So I guess these are probably made in Italy or somewhere in Europe. At least the shoe or the sole is. So it says made in EU right there. Again, I'm not sure if that means just this bottom outsole or if the entire shoe was made there. You also have kind of that 4-layered ankle support on this part. You also have the V that is stitched in on the back of that ankle support. And then one other thing I love about it, you have these metal eye holes right here for the laces to go through. I'm a big fan of those compared to just poking a hole through the leather because your laces slide in and out much more easily. And I love the little detail that they put with the red, and then they have white and green. So just like a little attention to detail to me is what kind of sets apart a lot of gear from others. Aside from the leather itself, which looks to be really, really nice, premium leather. Another thing is you also have the V for Virtuos on the tongue, and this is actually, I can't tell, I think it's a piece of metal. Yeah, it's actually metal, a metal badge right there that is actually sewn in to the tongue. So again, another added layer of detail. And then the inside, if you can see, it actually has a Virtuos insole. And let me see if this is removable or if it's glued in. And I can reach in there and grab hold of it. Yep, so it is a removable insole. So the bottom of the shoe, without the insole, is just basically kind of like a hardened, like paper-like material. Not like cardboard, just some kind of hardened, like paper mesh type material at the bottom of the shoe. And then you have the insole right here that says Virtuos Italy Boxing. Good thing about this is if you want your own custom insoles or orthotics, you can do so and remove the insole. And then the bottom also says 44 for the correct sizing. So you do have that fully removable insole, which is a big bonus. I honestly personally hate it when they glue the insoles to the inside of the shoe because again, I like to sometimes remove it depending on the boxing shoe and put in my own custom orthotics. So there you have it. Just overall a beautiful looking shoe. I think it's a perfect height for everyday use. And by that I mean, you know, it's fairly easy to put on and take off. Some high top boxing boots can be a little bit of a hassle because you have to put them on and then lace up every single lace and all the way to the top part. And just depending on if you're, in a crunch for time, sometimes that could be kind of a pain in the butt. So the height of it and the convenience of being able to take these off and put them on is really nice. The big question for me, I got this in size 11. I usually wear size 10.5. If you've watched any of my shoe reviews, I always tend to go a half size larger because I have wider feet. So I'm kind of concerned about the toe box right here, especially on this outside portion, because typically this is where I get the most discomfort. And for me personally, and maybe the same for you guys, I have wide feet. So obviously once I start using these, I'll be able to give you guys a much better review on these and give you guys my thoughts on the shoes, on whether or not they're worth it or not. But so far, just looking at them, the quality on these are very nice. I think they look awesome. I love the colorway. The leather looks great, the little attention to details. I mean, the stitching on it looks super clean. You know, no frayed stitching, nothing popping out. The outsole looks really good. So overall, for my first impressions and unboxing these shoes, so far I'm very satisfied with these. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find these Virtuos Torino boxing shoes. I'll see you guys later. Take care.